Every cotton plant equals hope along the Texas coast, a new beginning, a way forward. Remnants of Hurricane Harvey are still visible. Ruined cotton modules line Daniel Gravanovic's fields. They stand as a stark reminder of last year's devastation. The best crop in years, gone with a storm. But farmers on the coastal bend are not focused on the past. They're striving for the future.
Last year has nothing to do with this year. You have to move on from the past and go with the new.
Daniel farms near Wharton with his dad, F.D. His family has been farming along the coastal bend for 3 generations. They grow other crops, but cotton's become their mainstay. It was just 9 months ago Harvey rained down sorrow and destruction on Texas, but the green stalks emerging from this coastal soil are a testimony of tenacity, the grit to never give up.
We didn't get the wind like, say, Rockport area and so on, but we did have a lot of rain. But then later we had a flooding that came 3 or 4 days after. That's really what affected our area.
20-plus inches of rain were almost bearable until the deluge of water Harvey dumped upstream started overflowing the banks of area rivers. The Colorado and the Bernard rivers met and became one huge swath of water, flooding Daniel's fields up to 2.5 feet deep. Some of his cotton was harvested, some waiting to be picked up by the gin, and some went underwater. But now those once flooded fields have given way to new life. Rows of young cotton plants reaching for the sky, determined to survive where destruction once reigned. A vivid picture of the spirit of Texas coastal farmers.
Been farming all my life. That's what farmers do. You don't back up just because one is bad. We don't always have a good year. We have more bad ones than good ones. So you just got to go back again. That's all you can do.
The epicenter of the historic hurricane hit near Rockport. Bayside Richardson Co-op Gin was one of the casualties of the Category 4 storm. Over 100-mile-an-hour winds tore off almost half the roof, destroying 2 of the walls, a warehouse, seed house, and much more. Rain poured inside the exposed gin. Outside, a sea of ruined cotton covered the module yard.
I started trying to figure out, where do we go from here? How do I get this mess cleaned up and put back together to finish the crop we had already harvested? The more we looked, the more damage we found and realized that it just wasn't going to be feasible to get it back up and running.
David found other local gins ready to help finish ginning the salvageable cotton. Then he immediately got to work. Within days, crews were on site rebuilding. 9 months of almost round-the-clock work later, and they're just about ready for this year's harvest.
We'll definitely be ready. As I told people before, I said in our industry, not being ready is not an option. It's what we do in agriculture. Next year is always the year we're looking for to get us over the hump, to get us back on top. We weren't going to let the stumbling block shut us down.
Hurricane Harvey knocked agriculture down, but farmers are stronger than the storms of life. They don't stay down. It's not in their nature. They get back up, move forward, determined to keep going, with faith and a growing hope.